right. Thank you for the invitation to speak about political aspects of cycling. And well, I'm fully aware of the difference between the Netherlands and the UK. We are very close to each other. There is a big difference in politics in how people look at bicycles, and maybe sometimes, well, I try to analyze the factors. One of the main things I have figured out is that it's not bicycle policy that's so different, but it's spatial planning and integral planning of the Netherlands, and a long history of continuity of planning, and not hip hop from, well, some instances, but a long term of traditional planning. And I will actually explain that to you. How became cycling the top priority? Well, that's the question. And well, bicycling in the Netherlands plays already a century long a significant role in transport, but had it always a political position in the Netherlands? No. The answer is no. We had influence of car lobby, we had influence of public transport lobby, and the bicycle was not a top priority until, I think, 10 years ago. So, what was the main factor that there are so much bicyclists? Because if you don't have bicyclists, you have no bicycle policy. We have to do the thing first bicyclists, and then politics. And you can ask people to cycle, but if they don't want to cycle, politics don't help. And well, you can see on this this picture, cyclists get off, but still in our top priority policy. Well, sometimes we don't like the bicyclist who's troublesome. He's cycling everywhere, we don't like it. It's very not likely so, but this is the dual cyclists are allowed to cycle, but cyclists get off. This is 2013, so it's still not in some views of people not a top priority. Some lessons was still grow in bicycle use in the Netherlands is the mileage of bicycle use. Until 1960s, 1962 were as much as bicycle kilometers as car kilometers in those days, and then it suddenly dropped. It was in 1975 a rock bottom bicycle use, and in bicycle tendency of politicians. And that was the year 1975 that the bicycle union was founded. To try to make things better, and you see in the figures it went better after that. And nowadays, bicycle uses mileage growing. You can see it as I have the mileage of car use in the Netherlands. You see the explosion in 1960 of car use, and it was very interesting for engineers, because traffic engineers, they like cars, also in the Netherlands. And very early in the Netherlands, 1938, the first highway, motorways, 4 lanes. Do you see carbon? No, but they had motorways. And the Netherlands was the second country in Europe after Germany who had those magnificent car roads. Well, there's a little history of it, because this is the swampy West Holland where there were no roads at all. So when the first cars came, there was already in 1907 a question in Parliament, shall we do something with the car? And there were 1,000 cars in those days, questions that were pushed in the Parliament. So, in those days, but it's an interesting fact, they didn't forget the scientists. There was a little factor in that they paid in those days taxes. And they paid the taxes which was used for road building, motorways, but on the side there were those production tracks. And there were in 1939 4 million signs already in 100,000 cars, and they paid 50-50 the motorways with the taxes. And it must be said, bicycles were tolerated on the edge of the road, and they had a small bicycle lane in those days. And in those days there were built 12 big bridges across the Rhine, the main rivers. So it was well, we needed that infrastructure in Holland, but it was paid by bicyclists. And when they get back, they'll reward the bicycle lane. You look later on, I found an article in the Journal of Road Planning. There was a road planning said, well, maybe we came up with attention to motorcars, it was not for cyclists, but well, it was nothing more than that. And in the 60s, the real bicycle lanes were demolished in the Netherlands in favor of the car, to make room for the car. Bicycle lanes were demolished. And it was, well, you see, it's my I'm standing there in Delft as a student, pushing the bicycle and pushing back the car. And this is an interesting picture because you see in the detail the whole city of Delft was full of cars. There was no room for cars, but cars were tolerated on every edge, every place. And, well, I've got to make a new picture, but if you look at this city, there are cars in the world. They were street after street, they were pushed away. And yesterday evening, I told the story that there was an interesting policy made. There was a regulation for the shop owners because they were fully against the car owners. They shop bicyclists, they don't shop or something like that. And but the local government they have an interesting regulation, and well, if you can prove that you are bankrupt or lose money, then you are well, you get some financial reward. But you should show your books, your financial books, of course. Well, there's no shop owner ever made use of this regulation. And now it's the highest price in these streets for shopping. So, and all the cars are away, and another interesting aspect of this type of city, 100,000 people, a lot of people live in the inner city. It's a livable city. It's mixed with all it's a complete city, I call it. And distances are short, so it's very interesting to cycle because it's fast. You're much faster than a car, so it's a natural competition won by the cyclists. Well, let's put these aspects down. If you have no cyclists, no political attention, and no top political, of course. But why do people cycle in the Netherlands? So that's maybe interesting. My second point is you can generate political attention by various crises. I have some examples of that. And well, top policy means a long-standing integral planning and continuity planning, not incidents, long-term, long-time. You need attention, and that's the reason why we have so much scientists. Why people state the scientific in the Netherlands? Well, I've said it before, compact cities, keep distances short, make competition between car and public transport. First, scientists, I cycle every day from Delft to The Hague, it's 10 kilometers. It's a very smart route. So I would in half an hour, but I would buy public transport, it must be 3/4 of an hour. And it's already for 30 years the same time. It attracts the scientists because it's fast, it's nice, it's lovely, but there's no quality who have said those. I think it's inherent. Well, I said it already. We have a long tradition of mixed city planning, no big shopping malls outside the city, but integrated in the cities. Schools nearby to the residential areas, etc. And we have a lot of middle cities like in the north, famous Zwolle and Groningen. They are really complete. About 4 kilometers, 3 by 3 kilometers. Everything is in it. So you don't have to leave the city for your daily purposes. And in those cities, traffic calming part of the city is introduced in little steps, but continuity. And of course, yeah, well, that's the same. I can't help you, but science is fully accepted in all ranges of society. And most of the attitude society is very happy because scientific policy. And there are two aspects of science where I think you can think of as the first steps in make this scientific policy. That's the creation of scientific and field transport. This is a nice picture. See, it's a lot on the same scale as western part of Holland also. And it is you can see the number of workplaces per square kilometer. And you see London, the square mile of the city. All the workplaces are concentrated. And it's about the same number of inhabitants. So in the western part of the world, it's very evenly distributed, about 4 or 5 big cities, and even in those cities there's not one central business point. There are more places where there's a high density of workplaces. And well, it helps a lot in keeping distances short, not long distance commuter traffic, and it makes places better. Well, you had an example. Stevenage, I was in 1975. That very good characteristics of housing, but it was not a complete city. It was a city where you live for work elsewhere. I think so. The planning system for the transport system, well, you have it, but the aspect of integral planning and mix it with good land use, that's the power of Houten. Well, it is it's a city where people live and work, but the railway station is in the center of the city. All in the center of the city, there are shops, there are schools, there is everything unique in the daily system. and cycle station, and then it's a very nice station, short distances to the station itself, so you don't lose time. Put your bike and take the train every quarter of an hour to Utrecht. And well, cars are already, but in the outside in the ring around. Well, a little about the positive attitude to society. You see, Jan Ploeger, he is speaking his the Council of the Green, and he has very integrated this in his politics. He cycles, and that's more he likes to demonstrate that he is a normal cyclist. However, there's of course a car driving this cases, that is, but you don't see that. Recreational cycling is interesting for starting cycling use because there's an interesting mix in regional economic push-up of parts of the country. In the Netherlands, we have the province of Drenthe, this is in the north-east, where already in 1953 the region constructed the cyclists as a well budget in those days, but he had free time, and cycling was very nice to attract new business and new ways of earning money in that part. And they have built this in a very steady program of about 60 years to a very good integral network. You can see the little sign there, it's cafe, so that is a recreational and relaxed bicyclist with this cafe. Well, why the train? Well, you need politics. But when you have such a huge amount of bicyclists, you can't miss them, and you have to integrate it. Well, it was 60 years before the Netherlands railroads discovered this. Because we should do something on it. But it's 40% of all the train use, so they couldn't miss it. I think I have the most of this already over the top, but create these main conditions first. Nevertheless, the crisis, if you build some continuity in your politics, use every time when there is a crisis. Cyclists, they come in field when there is a crisis. In the 30s, people cycled in the Netherlands because it was cheap. The price of cyclists was going down. The national railways, they lost travel to the cyclists. Traffic safety was always a good argument. Low budget recreation in the 50s was a item in regional planning. Health crisis, energy crisis, and we have now health crisis, I think, one. Continuity. I helped Mayor Herman with this book, and it was very good book. What was an incident, and I don't think BMA paid attention to cyclists after that. And what's wrong with this? Not the content, it's very nice, very good, but it's picture. Cycling is all through roads, with helmets, unsafe. Nobody does see you, so you have a. It is expressed not top political interest in cycling. But you don't forget that Mr. Politics is one of the most thing I want to say. Success starts in local society. Well, I think one of the main things we have now in the Netherlands found out that decentralization budgets is very helpful in pushing up these regional, local, interesting projects. Not funds of the Hague, but decentralization funds to local and regional places. Before in other places, we have new friends made, and it's longer trips. We're trying to have these lanes outside cities, build them with high level, and well, you see the people cycling, they don't have some helmets, it's good weather, of course. So that's, I think, in your top political attention, interesting thing. Cycling will go. Thank you.